Hey everybody, it's Bryce from Alaska. So Roberto had this great idea when I told everybody that I attended my first jam that he said, well, give us kind of a play-by-play of what you did. And so I thought that would be a great idea for a quick little video and just kind of go through things. So I'm just going to go over some general kind of notes that I came up with, and hopefully you guys will find them useful. I'm not an expert in this because I attended one jam, actually two now. I did it this yesterday night. Last night I did another jam. So I was going to go through it. So how I found my jam was on Craigslist, but there are a variety of ways that you can find jams in your local area or vicinity. Craigslist is one of them. You could do a look online for the calendars at restaurants and bars that have live music. That's a great way to find out. The local newspaper or the advertisements that the local circulars that you can pick up off the street that are free. You can look in there. A lot of times they advertise local events and things that are going around town. Also, go to your local music store, your guitar shop, and look at their bulletin board. A lot of times they'll have bulletin boards that post about lessons and various other things, bands coming into town, but they might also be advertising jams that are going to be there. And you can also ask their staff and say, hey, do you know of any blues jams or country jams or bluegrass jams that are going on? And more than likely they'll know of, or at least point you in the right direction where you can do a little bit more research. And then it's time for you to do your homework. Check out the local jam and find out if they're going to be a good fit for you. One thing that you want to do is verify the jam is happening the night that you want to go. Sometimes things come up and things get weird, and for some reason they have an off night. I remember I was going to go to a blues jam one night just to check it out, and for some reason they have them every Sunday night, and for some reason they weren't going to have it on that Sunday. So it does happen, so call ahead at the venue and just verify that it's going to happen and then show up. So you're at the jam, you've made it, and you want to check it out. You know, start really taking notes. What kind of songs are they playing? Are they familiar to you? If not, write them down. Try to figure out if you can learn them later on. So if you want to be able to jam with these people, you've got that in your repertoire. That's a good thing to kind of just pay attention to. Also, find out if they're friendly and supportive. Are they egomaniacs that get up there and play and they really just don't care about anybody? They're just kind of up there hot rodding. I haven't seen it yet. But I'm sure it's out there. So just kind of take your feel. The jam that I went to, really one of the reasons that I was able to do this and just kind of take the plunge and do it was the jam hosts there's two of them, and they're just the nicest people, and they're so encouraging and just want everybody to have a good time and be able to play. And if you're new, that they want you to try, they want you to have a lot of fun. And so that was one of the reasons that I checked it out one night and I said, man, these guys are really nice. I should just do it. So, that's something to kind of keep in mind when you're looking for jams is, you might not have the greatest players, but if you're getting a lot of opportunity to play, that may be a good place for you. So also things to note is how many people are showing up at this jam. Like, the people at the jam that I went to, I guess the first week, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, they had like 6 guitar players, including myself, in addition to what the house band was, which has 2 other guitar players. So there's quite a few people that were there for guitar to play. And the venue does from 7:30 till 11 o'clock at night. It's at a hotel. But they still were able to rotate everybody in and out. And then last night they had, probably about the same amount. And, so they were able to rotate in and out. So my point of saying that is, if you go to these jams and there's like 20 people already there wanting to play that are just phenomenal players, more than likely you're not going to get up there because they've already got their own little circle and it's kind of closed. I could be wrong, but you just get a feel for it. But look for a jam that you're going to be able to play at, because the idea is that you're going to get better and you want to play with people. And not to say that you can't play with these other players that are phenomenal, because the people that I've been playing with are just like on another level. So they're super cool and like I said, supportive. So they're very nice to play with, and they make you sound good too if you screw up. So that helps out. So another thing is, check if you need to bring your own amp. The place that I go to, they have house amps. They have 2 people that bring them, and actually we usually have a couple other people just bring extra amps just in case. So there's no need for me to bring my new Classic 30 that I just got. More on that later, but just check that. I always bring my own guitar cable. I don't have any pedals currently, so I don't bring those, but if you have a pedal board, you should have cables and all that stuff ready to hook into an amp. But like I said, I just use what's there, so I don't really mess around with all that. I'm just there to kind of play.